Well, welcome back, all my friends. Prepared Suburbanite here. Um, Doing a video response to a question that I got on my most recent video, and it goes like this. I would very much like to hear why you get silver or gold. Wouldn't it be better to spend the money now on things you need? If the economy gets that bad, who would be able to give me what I need in exchange for metal? They can't eat metal. I value your well thought out opinions. So here comes my well thought out opinion. We are in North Carolina, Wake County, North Carolina. And believe me, if you don't like today's weather, wait until tomorrow. 2 days ago, it was well over 70, 75 degrees, and it was sticky, it was humid, it was icky. Today, the temperature is forecast high, maybe 38. Tonight, it's supposed to get down into the teens, so 18, 19 degrees Fahrenheit. And tomorrow, we might hit 35. Now, that's darn cold for North Carolina, and that's why I'm all bundled up here. So first, let me just preface this by saying I am not a commodities dealer. I'm not an investment counselor by any stretch of the imagination. I just am talking about things that I found that work for me. So the first major portion of my friend's comment or question here is why you get silver or gold. Wouldn't it be better to spend the money now on things that you need? So step number one in the whole thought process is if you have achieved or are close to achieving your very long-term food, water, shelter, security inventories for yourself, your family, and your homestead, as long as you are absolutely close to that, and for me, it's having 2 years worth of food available to us, my wife, my kids, grandkids, all that kind of stuff. And I'm still working on it. I'm getting close, but I've got just a little bit yet to go. I've taken a real hard look at my budget, and I know how much I want to spend every month on preps. I know how much I want to spend on investments. And I consider purchasing silver, the pre-65 junk silver they call it, but it's the coinage, quarters, dimes, half dollars, that kind of stuff. And even once in a while, I'll pick up some silver dollars if they're at a good price. So here's once you've determined that you've got your food storage taken care of and you're set for at least a year. In my case, my target is to have 2 years worth of food supplies here for me and my family. So once you achieve that, or you're very close to that, then you've got to be able to do something. This is a contingency investment. I buy silver because I think I'm going to need to be able to barter for some things that I can't anticipate right now. And it's just a simple equation of being prepared for pretty much any circumstance that you can think of or you can't think of. You might run out of gasoline. You might run out of milk. You might run out of eggs. And you may have a neighbor that's got some gas or that's got some eggs or milk or whatever. And trading back and forth, silver provides you with a medium of exchange. Now, yeah, you could trade food for gas, but may not be in your best benefit to do just that. So I did a little bit of research and found a great spot on the internet, and I'll put the link down below, that here's the reasons that silver is a good prepper investment. It has a stable value. I don't think there's ever been a time that silver, the bottom fell out of the silver value. In fact, it's been very stable a long, long time. Yeah, there's fluctuations. Right now, it's, 20, 22 bucks on the spot. And I've seen it as high as 35, even 40, and I've seen it as low as 17, 15. So it'll vary a little bit, but basically it's stable. The bottom's never going to fall out of the silver value. It's a tangible asset. That means that you can hold on to it and you can feel it in your hand. That's very good. That's why I like it over investments in bitcoins and stuff like that, because it's hard to hold on to them. There is demand, and this gets really into the law of supply and demand. There's an industrial demand for silver. It's used widely in electronic manufacturing and things like that. Silver has an awful lot of value and an awful lot of demand for industrial purposes. It has investment demand, and investment demand is a phenomenon, I guess. As long as I'm investing in silver and my neighbor's investing in silver and the guy across the road is investing in silver, that creates demand, because whenever we decide to make the purchase, we go ahead and make the purchase, and that creates demand. There's never really been a supply issue when it comes to silver, but the demand pushes the price and keeps it stable. There are other private investors. A lot of the retail investors, private investors are investing in it. So that kind of runs right along with the demand by the investors to keep the price either cooking or stable at least. And there is a monetary demand. There's a couple of websites that I frequent from time to time that will use the pre-64 90% silver value. If you want to trade your silver for their product, you just send him a few dimes or a few quarters, and he'll sell you what is in his inventory at the pre-64 silver value. So you may send them $10 worth of silver, which is probably worth around 220 to 250 bucks right now. So you send them 10 bucks worth of silver, and you're going to get 250 bucks worth of value. Just something to consider. That's part of the barter thing. And I guess the final thing is it has an inelastic price. And what inelastic means is that no matter how much the price goes up or the price goes down, the demand stays pretty much the same. If the price goes up on automobiles or on gasoline, people buy less of them. If the price goes up on silver, it really doesn't seem to have any effect on the availability or the pricing. So that's why it's inelastic. So that's my reasons for investing and the reasons behind the decision that I've made. Who would want to give you what you need in exchange for a piece of metal? Pretty much anybody that understands the value of the silver. It's an option for investment. It's an option for barter. You don't want to trade a couple of cans of green beans for 2 eggs, because you're not going to come out ahead. But you can take a couple pieces of silver and you can go buy the eggs via barter trade using your silver when the S does hit the fan. So that's the reason that and yeah, you're right, you can't eat metal. But if you don't have a medium to barter, something of value, that's why you can't eat metal, I guess. So I'd like to thank my friend for the question. Hopefully this comment and this commentary and the rhyme, reason, and rationale will make sense. I'm not saying that it's going to be the right thing for you. It's the right thing for me. This is the Prepared Suburbanite reminding you to be prepared always, and I'll see you all on the next video.